Hello, this is the One Episode Rule podcast about first impressions. I am Magpie. I haven't watched a damn thing since last time. Just been busy, hyper focusing on little plastic men because I want to be poor.
Yeah, the little plastic men hype train is very real. Again, fully intended to watch. Like, I actually really wanted to watch more Witch Hat, but
I need to
I didn't
finish
get
it.
it. I didn't get to it.
And free run.
Yeah, and Free Run, and I want to watch more Banana Fish.
I want to start Moro
Morohedoro.
And there's a bunch of other things in the news
There's so
today.
many other things. We did watch a little bit of live action One Piece. I
That's
guess
true. That's an anime.
it is. No, but okay. Well, anyhow. Let's have some news.
Yeah, nothing to say? Okay. All right, let's have some news. Speaking of the One Piece, after 3 years, Netflix's The One Piece anime remake has gotten a trailer. I
Yep.
watched it. It looks okay.
I'm sure it's fine.
I can see some. I can definitely see some heavy use of 3D in there, but it's not particularly egregious from what they showed. Now it could always go bad. Like Sony, completely beefed it with Fizz of the North Star, as far as I can tell. But it could be good if you want to rewatch the beginning of One Piece with slightly better aesthetics. Although I think like early 2000s, 90s anime has its own charm anyway.
I agree
But
with that.
but if you can find a version that it wasn't mangled to hell and back by English importers. But what else? Cyberpunk Edge Runners Season 2.
Whoa! Wait,
More.
they must be following completely different characters.
Yeah, new characters. we got a blonde character with a camcorder.
Right?
So that's interesting.
I'll check that out.
We'll see.
I'll check that out.
We'll see where that goes. I got to finish Edge Runners 2 first. I didn't watch it all the way through because I heard it was very depressing at the end.
Yeah. Like I said, you know how I noticed that they're probably doing different characters.
Yeah.
That might tell you something.
And finally, they are going to cry again.
That's the thing that I was going to suggest that you bring.
They're going to they're going to do more Higurashi when they cry. I don't know whether this is a like new adaptation or if it is a continuation of the previous story.
Yeah, no one in the fandom seems to know either. It's fairly undecided from what I can tell.
Studio Dean is returning to animate it, so it might. I think that might lean it towards continuation, but yeah, that's what I got for the news.
Yep.
Joey, you proposed that we go on an adventure that quote unquote might be bullshit.
So I found about this show within my hyperfixation time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I've been hyperfixated on lately? That's right.
I see.
It's a trading card anime.
Oh, it's trading card. It's not horses.
It's not horses. You would think that maybe it was horses, but no, it's trading card.
We've had good luck with trading card anime at least being funny.
Yeah. Okay, before we go on that adventure, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna paste the title in, and I want you to tell everyone what it's called.
Okay. I'll be your mouthpiece.
Okay. This show is called
Wheezoss.
So this show is called WIXOSS.
Wheezoss.
It's called WIXOSS.
Wheezoss.
It's spelled WIXOSS.
Wheezoss.
And it is pronounced not that. So yeah, we're gonna be watching Selector Infected WIXOSS, which I believe is the first series. So
Wheezoss.
Wheezoss, it's not that.
Wheezoss. Battle. Battle. Battle.
Battle.
If I was a cute girl on a who lived in a card, I would just say battle. You'd pull me out and I'd be like, kill.
Tama crave blood.
Death.
I go to sleep at night and my box of trading cards is just rumbling gently and I'm like, "Oh god, I don't want to hear them anymore."
feed
Give
me
some
feed me blood. So I guess I'll hit this blurb. Um, Things are not always as they seem. This is especially true for Ruko Kominato when she receives a deck of cards of the popular card game Wheezoss, only to find a girl trapped inside her L-Rig or avatar card. Upon meeting others in the same situation, Ruko discovers that she has now become a Selector, a player in a special version of Wheezoss where girls can battle each other for a chance to have the deepest desires come true. However, there is a catch. In contrast to the glory that awaits them after victories, there is a cruel fate. If they lose 3 times, their lives will be destroyed. This is not what they said in the show.
Yeah, that's a
And
little
and an ominous game filled with lies and deceit, Ruko and her newfound friends must uncover the secrets behind Wheezoss and realize that that what is truly most important to them before it is too late. Was it the friends that they made along the way? Who knows?
was
Anything
it.
can happen in Wheezoss.
Oh yeah, that's what WIXOSS stands for. Wish across or something like that.
Ah, yeah.
It's
But I thought it stood for Wheezoss.
no, it
Um,
really doesn't.
I'm gonna say it so much it just loses what meaning it has and becomes like a Pokemon noise.
Wheezoss.
That is a Pokemon name.
Kind of.
Wheezoss. I don't know what the show's about. It's barely registered to my mind, but basically, what's going on is that Ruko is a normal high school girl.
I think she's a middle schooler even.
I barely know the difference in Japan.
Yeah,
Um,
they're young.
but they're young.
They're young
She's a
teenagers.
school girl from school. Um, And one day she's coming home and she sees a new building, huge new building, a couple of blocks from where she lives, and she rushes home to her apartment to confirm with her grandma that yes, her grandma won the bet, and it does appear to be an apartment building. Her brother is also there, apparently just stinking up the kotatsu with his
With
bad
his
sock
horrible
feet.
toes. There are multiple funny things that happen in this scene.
Yeah, he.
For
I like how he just wiggles.
he's playing a custom level of Tetris that his
That his
grandma
grandma
designed,
made.
and she added one of the eyepieces that appears to be like 20 blocks
Yeah,
tall.
it's just better have enough space. Oh, you're fucked.
And he was like, "Wow, grandma, your custom level was
Graham, that's
crazy."
fucked up. Graham, why did you do that?
They immediately compare it to the new building. They're just like, "Wow. You know, if that new building appears, it'll just be like the rest of the city's going to disappear.
Pillar. They just dropped a pillar down. Why do you keep
Gonna
saying pillar?
it's gonna Tetris everything."
um, and yeah, they have a moment of domesticity, and then she walks her brother home because her brother doesn't actually live there. He's just hanging out. I think he's basically grown,
Yeah, he seems like maybe like young adult or maybe
like a
very
young
end of high
adult.
school,
And
some sort
he
of
lives in
there.
a different neighborhood,
Yeah.
so she walks him home, and he's just like, "Wow, you must really like me if you're walking all the way out here." And she's just like, "No, it's just my favorite vending machine is out here." But he's just like, "Can we break it down for a moment? Your grandma's worried that you don't have any friends." And she's just like, "I don't need friends; they'll disappoint me."
Fair
No,
enough.
she just doesn't care that much about making friends. But she does care about her grandma being worried about her because she loves her gram. And he says, like, here, use this to break the ice with some girls at school. I hear all the girls are playing this game. and it's a boxed beginner set of Wheezoss, um, which look. By the way, aren't aren't these boxed sets like expensive, like the big ones that have like loads of cards in them? Because that's what it looked like.
So it really depends on the card game. Um, Card games that are sort of not as like
Maybe it's not a collectible card game.
yeah,
Maybe it's a complete card game.
yeah, but also I feel like in general they do make super cheap like starter decks that you
Hmm.
can get. So it's probably just a cheap starter deck. It probably didn't cost a lot.
But and she's just like, huh, I guess I'll do that. And she takes it home. And you know, she heads home to study and get rested for the next day at school. But she's gonna check out this card game first, and she breaks it open at her desk, um, and starts looking through. Like it comes with instructions, and it was just like, first find your L rig card, your player avatar. Um,
Do you notice that Elrig is just girl backwards?
girl,
Girl.
but and she does, and she's just like, oh, and it's a little white-haired, pigtailed anime girl, and she's just like, oh, kawaii. And the anime girl yawns. The girl on the card yawns and opens her eyes and looks at her, and she says, "Ah, kawaii. Her voice is cute too." Wait, what? And
What
she
do you
falls
mean?
ass over on the floor, and her grandma's just like, "Shit, kid, did you just fall on your ass?" And yeah, the girl on the card has like fallen onto the ground and gone ah, and it's
She's
like
like, Grim, can't you
she's
hear the card talking to me?
yeah, she's like screaming and shit because she's fallen like the equivalent of like 15 stories to her. Um, and grandma clearly can't hear the card, so she actually ends up pushing her grandma out. She's just like, I'm fine, I'll just go back to studying. And she picks up this card and she's just like, who are you? And the card girl says to her, battle,
And thus it begins.
battle, battle. She's like, you want me to do a card battle? I don't even know how to play this game. Uh, she's like, battle. And she's like, fine, whatever. And she puts her back in a box and shoves her in the desk, which is very funny because the Foley work for this is just somebody screaming in a muffled and like a cardboard box in another room. She's like,
Yeah. There's definitely funny moments in this to be had
and then
for
she
sure.
proceeds to have a completely uh like
She has the card nightmare.
she has the card nightmare, and it's completely tonally nonsensical compared to what we've seen before. Because
Because
before it looked
this
very
comes
much like
across as cute girls doing cute things,
uh,
card game
card
edition,
game
right?
edition. Yeah, girls play cards. And then yeah, she awakens into the fucking nightmare city where all the buildings are ruined, except for the giant pulsating tower. uh,
The impaled being
the impaled being, yeah.
that's
Because
just leaking blood
yeah,
everywhere.
because like she stopped because a bunch of blood hits the ground before, and she looks up, and the tower, I assume in the same place as the apartment building that just got put up, uh, is piercing some giant Evangelion woman
Yeah, it's a lot.
who looks a little bit
Looks a little like Tama,
like Tama the
which is
card girl.
the character in the card.
Uh, and yeah, she awakens with a start because it's a horrible nightmare. Why is it like that? But
Sometimes you have card nightmares.
sometimes you have I can say with confidence I've never had a card nightmare.
You have card nightmares.
Um I've never even had a plastic model nightmare, and I'm into those. uh so yeah, the next day she's just like she gets up and she immediately just starts hearing like the card, like Tama just mewling in the desk, and she pulls her out and she's just like, I have weird nightmares because of you. And Tama says, battle.
Want to kill? I must kill.
Yeah, so she has to go about her day with this girl in her pocket just going So like she's sitting, she's sitting during lunch period at her desk, and she pulls Tama out, and she's like, do you really want me to do a card battle? I don't even know the rules. And she says, battle. And she looks around, and there are girls playing this game, but she doesn't know how to approach them. And in any normal series, it would be about her figuring out how to approach them, which would be like, I think the standard way is you just show up to watch the card game first, and then you can ask questions.
Yeah, usually the best idea.
But
But she's, a socially awkward teenager.
she's a teenage girl with no friends. But we are interrupted by somebody who is going to cut that arc mercifully short. Because she has decided that she wants to prey upon Ruka.
Yes.
This would be, I think this is Yuzuki?
Yeah, Yuzuki.
And Yuzuki finds her and she says, aha, I found you. And she's like, what? She's like, you're a selector, aren't you? Tama at that point, says battle again. And she looks down at the card and Ruko goes, oh, you can hear her? She's like, well, of course, I'm a selector. It's just like, well, what does that mean? It's just like, let's head up to the roof. You come with me. And she just grabs her and drags her up to the roof. This is where the anime like makes a mistake in the name of time, because 2 people leave this scene and 3 people enter the next scene, and it's a little bizarre at first.
Yeah.
But the third person is her brother.
Her twin brother.
Her twin brother, Kazuki. And he's a little more polite.
He is.
And the pair of them explain that just like, yes, in Wheezoss, it's just a normal card game for most people. But certain girls are selectors. They have the power to like manifest their avatar in the Elrig cards, and can use it to fight to become their ideal self, which is not explained well, but sounds kind of terrifying actually.
They call it becoming the eternal girl.
Becoming the eternal girl. We should say at this point that Yuzuki's card girl can just speak English in complete sentences.
Yeah, Tama just kind of Pokemons it.
Tama makes Pokemon noises, but this girl, Hanako, I think, which is appropriate, just flower. But Hanako straight up does the exposition in this scene.
Yeah.
Which is like, oh shit, what happened to Tama? Why is she like that? Tama got sealed into her package with a bunch of glue fumes.
Oh no.
That's why she's like that. But yeah, the rules are as such, is that if you win, you can get one step closer to becoming the eternal girl, and thereby, being granted the strength to make your dreams come true. Because it's not just a wish granting game. You have to become the person who makes your wishes come true. It's noted that there's a bunch of new successful like celebrities, like sports women and musicians and stuff who have idly mentioned that they play Wheezoss.
It seems like they're actually recruiting. They're trying to get people to find more of these
find more of them so we can eat them.
Yeah, pretty much is how it seems. Because that's what Yuzuki is trying to do.
That's what Yuzuki is trying to do, because she immediately challenges Ruka to a battle. And before Kazuki can stop them, she like drags her into the battle realm.
And Kazuki can't see any of this because he's not a selector.
Yeah, he's not a selector. He can't hear the cards or anything.
They must just. Can I just propose that in the real world they look like they're standing stock still and staring at each other?
Yeah, a little bit of saliva dribbling. It's like that one YouTube edit I saw of what stand battles look from outside perspective.
Yeah.
But yeah, she immediately drags her into a Yu-Gi-Oh battle zone where they sit at some of the dumbest tables I've ever seen. I don't know why the tables had to be so like stylized like this, and it's like a clear miss. But yeah, you sit at the table. There's a projection of your avatar girl in front of you. In this case, Tama and Hanako, and then in front of them is cards. Uh, and yeah, he just starts the fight. She's just like she just draws a card and sets it down, and Ruko is just like, "Hey, wait a second, how am I supposed to fucking play this game?" And she just hears God from overhead because Kazuki has butted in, and he just says, draw, call your avatar's name, draw a card, and then attack. And Yuzuki's just like, oh man, shut up.
It's
I
like
wanted to win this before she knew the rules.
I wanted an easy victory here, yeah.
So yeah, she looks at she looks at the fight girl in front of her and she says, Tama. And they go, why Tama? It's just like, because you sound like a cat my grandma used to.
Just very funny.
And Tama says, Tama! Tama, fight!
And then she starts killing.
And then she begins the unrelenting barrage.
Because it seems like Tama is actually kind of stacked.
The thing is Tama is yoked. All of her stat points were taken out of brains and placed into killing.
Yeah.
Because yeah, her first attack just blows away one of Yuzuki's cards. And then she just like levels up and attacks again. And Hanako's just like, how is she so strong when she just started? And yeah, you can hear Kazuki coming again, and it's just like, I don't think you're being very fair at all. Aren't these fights supposed to be fair, especially if you're like are putting your wishes on the line? And Yuzuki is just like, damn. And Hanako like turns to her. It just says, "You got to stop. You gotta lock in. Do you want to lose? I thought you said you wanted to make Kazuki your." And she freaks out. She's just like, "Don't say that out loud." And I'm just like, "Oh God, does
boy.
she have a brother thing? Oh no!"
I looked it up. Yeah, that's the wish she wants.
Oh
to make.
No!
She wants.
She wishes for incest.
Yes. Unfucking fortunately.
That's horrible. Wheezoss is a terrible game for terrible people.
Oh yeah.
But just then they're actually interrupted. Because it turns out, hey, you can't just sit at a catatonic state on the roof all day. A teacher's aide is going to find you and be like, hey, why the hell aren't you in class? So they get interrupted. And Yuzuki's really freaked out by this, but Hanako does explain to her, it's just like, well, if outside forces interrupt a game, it's considered a non-match. Like, nobody loses that. She's like, oh, okay. And yeah, they part ways for a second, which is very funny because they immediately run into each other again within like 30 seconds. Like, Yuzuki and Kazuki leave the scene hurriedly, and then she turns the corner and runs into Yuzuki again, and they start to have a conversation about it's just like because she thought that Ruka heard her salacious fucked up wish that she shouldn't have. She must lose. She must lose. But
I looked further into. Spoiler alert! I'm not going to be watching more of this, but I do know something that's going to happen to her, which I'll tell you when we finish this description.
Okay. And yeah, she finally like pries out of Ruka that she didn't really hear anything after like making a scene and having a family dog stare at them. And Ruka is just like, do you want to just go to my house? So they go to her grandma's apartment. By the way, grandma pumped about her having a friend. Immediately leaves. It's just like, help yourself to the rice crackers. And while they're sitting in her room, she's just like, you didn't actually hear what I said. Okay, excellent. And they talk a little about it, and Ruka's just like, I could just lose to you. Like, I don't have any wishes, like, that I'm thinking of. I could just lose to you, make yours come true. And she's just like, that's not fair, and I wouldn't want Kazuki to hate me anyway. uh, yeah, Grandma comes back at one point immediately, like, intrudes, and it's just like, these have got to be better than rice crackers, right? And she brings back a whole shitload of confections because she's so pumped about her granddaughter making a high school friend.
Maybe she'll be normal.
Maybe she'll be normal. Oh, that she wants what with her brother? Oh, that's not good. Anyway, Yuzuki eats nearly all the sweets immediately and then leaves, showing what kind of moral fiber she has. But Ruko's just happy to, have made an acquaintance and not worried her grandmother any further, and decides, hey, I made another friend. I'll introduce Tama to her. Oh yeah, and she does freak out about Tama because she's like, Hanako seemed so normal, but Tama wants to fight so bad. She's so
It's a
eager
little
for blood.
intense. Kind of scary, not gonna lie.
But she says, I made another friend and her name is Tama. And then we, go to the outro, and the fucking preview for the next one is like really scary.
Yeah, what I don't.
It's like really grim.
Yeah,
It can't decide. It doesn't seem to be able to decide on the tone.
I think they're doing that on purpose. I
Yeah?
think they're trying to trick people into thinking this is cute girls doing cute things, but it's actually scary.
Is
You know,
that?
kind of the way Madoka did it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I don't know
I
if they're
don't necessarily.
comparable.
Here's the thing, Madoka did it well. I think that's what they're going for, and I think they didn't necessarily get there.
Yeah, they certainly didn't. But
So, they introduce a shy girl in this next episode preview.
yeah,
She is going to try and become friends with them. That is her wish. That is what she wants to use her wish on. Respectable.
yeah,
Apparently she loses 3 battles
yeah.
and her wish becomes corrupted.
Oh,
So every time anyone's nice to her, she receives electric shocks.
oh.
Fantastic. Um
They didn't mention any of this in the initial.
No, they didn't. I don't think anyone knows because I feel like no one has actually gotten that far. It seems like this is supposed to be a new thing.
Yeah.
That's at least my impression. Like this is kids not knowing how the system works, right?
Okay.
So no, like, um, unfortunately, I think Yuzuki does win.
No.
She becomes an eternal girl.
No.
This other spoiler though says in the last episode Yuzuki is freed from her card and becomes human again. I think the cards eat them.
Oh no!
I think they become Eternal Girl and they get eaten by the card.
They take the place on the card. The only one who likes it is Tama because she's a psychopath.
Which is really funny.
She wants to battle. You can't let her into the real world.
Her wish was to kill infinitely, and she got it, though. She was the perfect one.
She was the perfect match.
Anyhow.
So, this show is pretty well animated.
Yeah, I was actually admiring some of the, like, the hand-drawn, cute little background sort of details in certain places.
I like some of the effects that I saw. It felt pretty nice. Characters are appealing. Tama is actually cute.
Tama's cute!
Like even if she's a fucking Pokemon of a person who only says one word, yeah, that's good. She's cute. Everything else, especially what you've told me, horrible.
Yeah, really scary.
Scary.
Why'd they do all of that?
Why'd they do that? I don't think I'll be returning to Wheezoss. Not my favorite card game. By a long shot.
How does this compare to other card game shows we've watched? What else have we watched? We watched Future Buddy Card Fight.
Yeah.
That was pretty rough.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
But at least there was no incest.
Didn't we watch Card Fight Vanguard? I don't even remember what was in that.
I don't even remember what was in the first episode.
Oh, that guy had the kid had a blue eyes white dragon, basically.
Yeah, basically. We watched The one with the weird little dragons. I don't remember what that one was
So,
called.
so I gotta be real. As a non-card person, so much of this is meaningless to me.
Yeah, also, like, their quote unquote their fights, it's not like seemingly following any rules. They're just kind of being like, "Go, my scarab," and they just attack each other.
I've realized that even if you clockwork oranged me with card content from animes, I don't think you could make me any different about it. I don't think the spirit is there at all. I think you have to have an interest in you to be affected at all.
Right. Also, another thing that I will point out is that even though this is supposedly a card game that you can actually play in real life,
Oh, you can purchase
you can
and
purchase
buy Wheezoss.
and play this in real life. I'm gonna tell you right now, they made this for people who want to have their waifus on cards.
Oh,
I'll show you some of the art, and you can tell me, you know, be like, oh, I see what kind of demographic they're
I could
appealing
tell you
to.
that because I tell you what, the Yu-Gi-Oh cards are rough. So that's for card people.
That's for people that want to fucking play the game, yeah.
This girl is on a bed.
Yeah.
These are, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot, right?
30 American dollars?
It's not even one of the expensive. I found this game because I just randomly stumbled across a video of a guy who was like, I traveled to Japan specifically to trade my like $10,000 card for someone else's $10,000 WIXOSS card. Like, I'm like, bro,
$10,000 of Wheezoss?
there are worlds we do not understand.
Could not possibly. This is like explaining like that your knees hurt to a shark.
Oh boy.
Anyway, first episode, inoffensive. Future revelations, lower score to 0 out of 10. Will not come back. If you want to challenge us to a game of Wheezoss, go fuck yourself at oneepisodecast@gmail.com.
On the word, not the number. I don't know. Maybe if you bring Yu-Gi-Oh, we can talk. We can talk. Bring some Yu-Gi-Oh and we can talk.
Where could we do that?
Bakugan? Oh yeah, we're on. I forgot that was. I'm supposed to plug the Twitter and the Blue Sky at One Episode Cast. We're over there. Come talk to us about Blue Eyes White Dragon. Don't talk to us about these girls.
I don't want to know about carnival box purchase. Hanayo tragic flame dance. This is meaningless to me.
Yeah. Anyhow.
Anyway,
Card
Wheezoss.
games. No.
Wheezoss.
It's not that.